start the impulse for the pivot? From where start the impulse of the pivot? Did you see the chair? Remember the chair exercise? Okay, exactly. Your hip is the impulse for the rotation. So when you reaction to the lead, and I lead you get the impulse for follow that change of rotation by the hip. When you guys need to do a change of direction for an entrada, for everything, where is your impulse? Not here, because if you use the impulse here for the pivot, then you're going to move the leg. And vice versa for the leg. So we need to find how to use this impulse. Put the balance again in one leg, flexibility. Make sure you are 100% on your standing leg. Free leg only touch the floor. And I emphasize this because the problem of the pivot is all the time that you try to help with your free leg and having this. The free leg put in the wrong position. No. Your impulse is here. So the two legs, your 2 feet, will slide on the floor both together. If I impulse with my free leg, the rotation, happen this. And then I need to adjust, and this will be late to continue to my next movement. So my free leg needs to really be caressing the floor without helping me to stand on my balance. This is just a caressing to the floor. Lady thinking if we are going to do an adornment and we need to support of the free leg, we will never be able to do an adornment because your free leg is always helping you for the balance. Okay? So the free legs need to only caress the floor. And if it's really free, this hip rotation is what impulses the pivot. So you see my feet is there, my feet are together when I finish to do the pivot. I return back, movement of the hip, return to the standing leg. They rotate. Transfer balance, legs, put the balance in one leg. But knees together, flex the standing leg, flex your standing leg. Hip rotation, okay? This impulse in association with the upper body. Not this. And then hip rotation, faster. Slide your feet on the floor. There's no balance on your free leg. Return to the original position. Keep the flexibility. Transfer again. Flex. As soon you feel you are leaning, make sure and check what is your flexibility in your standing leg. Standing leg is flexed, so the hip can work right. And then you rotate. And you are in balance. You rotate, you are in balance. You see how much are using this muscle to rotate your hip, the lower abdominal, and return. Don't use the standing leg, return to here. If you're trying to do the impulse by the motion of the free leg, happen this. So when you arrive to the pivot, you return like a pigeon toe. No, keep the beat, close your knees. Real impulse from here. Rotation, rotation. Transfer balance again. Rotation, rotation. Sideward step. Call leg. Rotation, rotation. Sideward step. Call leg. Rotation, rotation. Sideward step. Call leg. Close your knees. Rotation, rotation. Sideward step. In the closing brace. If we think that everything we dance should stay in the same contact point, here, we are limited. We can, of course, but we are limited in what we are able to do. We can do. We can walk in straight. We can do small change of direction where the woman has to do very tiny bit, but nothing that has a lot of freedom. So think about this is your contact point for when you do a very tiny pivot like this. Check my foot. Very tiny pivot. See? Very tiny pivot. Both directions. But as soon as I do a pivot that changes completely my direction, my contact point is another one. So check. I put this microphone here. My contact point. Original. Pivot. What is my contact point? Side. You see very clearly. I show you this way. Original contact point. Rotation. Next contact point. This is something that you have to remember because if you try Release your contramotion. Stay in your contramotion here. Sideward, collect, contramotion. Stay, hip rotation. Sideward. Contramotion. Stay in your contramotion, hip rotation. Sideward. Flex. Contramotion. Stay in your contramotion, hip rotation. Sideward. Sideward, forward, pivot, sideward. Change weight, sideward. Collect. Contramotion. Stay in contramotion. Pivot. Sideward step. Forward step. Stay in contramotion. Sideward. Forward step. Sideward.
One in the center.
Okay, one in the center. It will be the center from where the other person will be doing the exercise. Okay? This exercise has the connection of the two movements that is more difficult for the people. From the sideward step to the backward ocho, from the forward ocho to the sideward step. We have already practiced the forward ocho to the sideward step, but we have not been practicing the sideward step to the backward ocho. So the sideward impulse, okay, this flexibility has this impulse in the hip that is very important for get the energy from going backwards in the right way. After this, so the people in the center need to feel that you don't pull because you open the line, invasion because you close the line, or use of your finger. Okay? So your partner will tell
The
you.
center is the tester. You need to check, okay?
You're using me.
Something happened, you know.
Exactly. But your partner should be accommodated a little bit your rotation by doing this in the center. As much as you need depending on your rotation. So sideward impulse here. I want you, this is the key because I know this is the most difficult point for the pivot for everybody. Sideward step, pivot.
And then do it.
Look, sideward step, hip. I emphasize and I do it at the maximum, okay? Sideward, hip. What I use? Slow motion. You see? There's an opposite effect that allows me to have maximum rotation to the direction that I want to go. So suppose that I want to go backward to this way, no? So the rotation is here. But if I only think about opening this hip, it's heavy. Now, if I think about doing an extra motion this way to help me find all the movement for the other rotation is easy. So this is a contra effect that will give me more power in the rotation.
Without push.
That I need to do in the transition, right when I'm doing the transition. Sideward.
In. Everybody see that motion there? In. Then and over.
It's like a rebound of the
Like
hip.
rebound, yeah.
Very tiny rebound. Very tiny rebound. Before go to the other direction.
But it's too fast, so you can see sometimes this movement.
This happens anytime, every time I have a pivot after a sideward step, because there's no energy for the next projection. Side, collect, forward, beat, sideward, collect, forward, beat, sideward change weight, sideward step this way, collect, forward, beat, side, collect, forward, beat, side, collect, forward, beat, sideward, collect, forward, beat, sideward, collect, forward, beat, sideward, collect. In the backward ocho, here, if we don't use this energy opposite, then it's very heavy. That's why we end up by pushing.
situate ourselves in it.
I'm in the center contact point, no? Now I need to do a backward ocho. Now I do it right because I switch. You see where's my contact point? Can you see? My center is here. My contact point is this. Okay? I know, so I move. But if I'm trying to exaggerate it to keep my contact point in the center, I need to reach in the wrong way, man.
And also, your arm here, pull him down. And then, when the man feel like she pulled down, he use elbow. And then the people start to dance compensation to try to feel balance because there's no balance.
So if, for example, if I'm with a ball, I'll show you same exercise. Because sometimes it's good to practice this. I do a sideward step. Sideward step. And I do the backward ocho. The contact point is changed. The ball is still there, he's there. But the contact point has changed. Forward ocho, return to the center.
Hazlo para el otro lado para que vean.
Now I show you here. Ball, contact point, forward, contact point.
But what happened when I dance with Georgina? You don't see nothing. You just see something like it's very, comfortable. Also, when you ladies sometimes dance with me, it's comfortable. But the key is, man and woman use this. Now, this is a good question. Absolutely. Both we need to use this. Because if I want to keep my embrace with her like this and try to lead everything, how she do that? Because she's not the body. She can rotate.
There's a limit.
We got a limit.
See?
You know
if
the
you have
body,
something like
Sorry.
this that you could practice wall, like a